ki khubor ka bate si TV. Lawan Rashapi taka Frank Motors. Booking open for the new Nexon. Visit Frank Motors or call 7045207973.
Menteri Rangbak ke Jelau konrak kongkal sangma hak arpusau trik kelalingkot araja arpusau labu Mawnongrim. Hak Kajuh kapor ban Shna ki laitli ki Surok ha New Shillong Township hak jingalang kebelalong ha Hotel Vivanta Shillong. Haringkat ke jing sakhilang jung sembut Menteri Rangbak ke Jelau uba PIA ketrat PWD Road uba Preston Tensong. UMDC ke Maukar pentor umkrak konstituensi uba pinshangan NCM lembak ki Rangbak Shnong jung Shnong gibran hakat ha New Shillong Township. Kini kejing bu Mawnongrim kolong ban Shna ya ke Surok ke penyasot nadu ke Shnong lum Syab Belfon she New Shillong Township hadu ke Shnong Sauli ling ba ke Shnong Maupat. Kejing Shna ya ke Surok na briba Maupat shedu IAS Colony Sauli ba kejing Shna penhe ya ke Surok 2 lane standard na Shillong ding Pesok Road ke bajrong khasau kilometer hadu arpo waypoint arpo kilometer.
Take 2 steps in. Better like this. Yes.
(1972) till 80s. We never thought that Shillong will be like this. I still remembering when we used to go to Maulai site for swimming or for fishing, and while walking via Madanhe, Maulai, Purmauri, that time it was a jungle. Still it was jungle. Laumali side, it was a jungle. Leave aside this golfing and all. And if you go to Laban side, same thing happened. Lom Paring, Nong Mai, Lom Pangat. It was completely jungle. Who knows that now the change has taken place where even 1 inch of land is not at all available. So we understand, being the state, we are growing in a very fast pace. I used to think myself when some people commented maybe in the YouTube or in the media saying that Meghalaya is going downwards. I don't believe. And why should we believe too? Have we ever thought that this present generation we are able to get a new Shillong Township? Have we ever thought that? It was just like a dream. Kinong nang kita ki area kita ki Maulai, Mautawar, kini ki Maulai Maupat ngiyong. Manu ban poi berkat. Kadeka sorba menta. Ya keren ki mau diang itu ki isu kalong tik kum hari klau. Menta kadeka sorba. And a well-planned new city is to be seen within 3 years' time. Our CM will detail everything. And here is the commitment of the government. We are committed, and I would like to fervently request kinong yalam shnong kinoy lam tha. Yatrelang bat ngi ka Sorkar nangta kumalaong manay secretary jong urban affairs. Pidon kam yaki technical assistance ka Sorkar ka don. Ngini plan lang ya kanika village shopi. ya kat tahu ni jampi bahkan long kapi tenat kapapit kampiang kan mau bahas away ka problem the challenge that we have right now is the land tenure system that we have in Meghalaya. Government alone cannot do anything. The landowners, the headman, the committee of the Shna, you are also directly linked as stakeholders. It will be just only a dream if you're expecting from the government side. But that can be made into reality if we work together. Nagtakadaw nga kwa banong hangni. Nginyo iya ki jingkerku ki bansawan. Hagani ki kandiat tali kisnen ki banman. Only for this small integration function, laying foundation stone function, I calculated it's about 130 crore plus investment is being made by the government. Ban kiway ke sarkar nga try katakan pelong hamadan pulo. Ban pelong function ka bahe. Ngim don kam. Action speaks louder. Don kam begini keren yaya ya Surok. Action speaks louder. Kata ka bangat wa ban khot ban ong bangin ya kle. Ya kan ni kajing ya kuang ti. In perkela ya kejela mekela jogi kam tam ya kan ni kan new township. Investment ki babun ba. Kapaka sarkar kelas dang. Sa kendit teli kisnet. Ya ka secretariat. But the office sarkar tar will be shifted. But mapi kino ilam Shillong hakite ki area. Kabanungkong pidei ke badon boktam. Hang ne bo pejelami kala jogi. Baka capital jogi benta. Ka state capital. Omshu ha ul Shillong. Henry kandei hang te bo Shillong.
This is maybe for the first time in the last, especially the last 2 years, that we are for the first time seeing a planned and a focused approach to actually make this particular dream of decongesting Shillong into a reality. And while I say that, just so that I can explain, that today the presentation given by our Secretary Urban, he was mentioning about creating a better city so that better livable conditions are there. What is important to also note, it's not about just a new Shillong city or the new administrative city that needs to be better. We need to make the current existing Shillong better also. And therefore it is both. So while we create new infrastructure, new Shillong township and new administrative city outside and away from the current Shillong city, what do we do to make Shillong city better also? And hence the decongestion that we do will allow us to not only have a new infrastructure outside, but will allow us to now improve Shillong city as we see it today. And while we're doing that, I hope that all of you must have seen also, and those who did not realize much in terms of the work, that in the last 5 years, the kind of projects that are going on in Shillong as we speak have actually never been done in the past. Large number of urban projects, and you will see as we start inaugurating one after another, you will realize what kind of transformation is actually taking place in Shillong city as we speak. Now when I say that, I'm not saying that we are resolving all the problems. Of course there are many challenges, but the pace at which the transformation is starting, that pace has never been there in the past also. And you will also see many new projects that are going to come up. So for example, when I say that the administrative city is going to shift, our intention is to shift the entire administration, the secretariat, the departments, and bring them under one block. So that orange section is where the new Shillong township, where the administrative city, where we'll have all the secretariats, all the different kind of government offices, everything will be under one block. So if you can see, the two roads that we're making now, the red and the purple, are going to lead straight to the new administrative city. And hence you will not have to go through this entire traffic jam to access the new secretariat. The red line, the route that you're seeing, that's a 49 crore project, which we are proposing now, is going to be a double lane highway about 6.5 or 7 kilometers long, which is going to go straight to the new secretariat. We will have different kind of bus services, different kind of public utility, all of these things planned along the way, of course, with all your support. Because if community is not involved in this, we will not be able to do it successfully. We are already at the planning stage where the design for this new secretariat is being worked out as we speak. We are expecting that by the month of March, we should be finished and completed. I'm taking a review next week on the presentations for the design of the new secretariat. Once we do that, we expect that by the month of October, we should be able to start the construction work of the new secretariat. And we are hopeful. Of course, it's a big challenge that in 3 years' time, we should be able to do majority of the work. I'm not saying everything will be completed, but majority of the work so that there's sufficient space for at least the secretariat to shift to the new Shillong township area in that orange section out there. And that's the kind of vision and speed at which we are moving. And once we do that, our idea and objective is to use the current locations that are there where the government offices are to expand the roads within Shillong city. Now when we see the secretariat where we are right now, there is the space between the MCCL and the secretariat. That space is there. Both MCCL side also and our secretariat side also, all the way to DC office is land of the government where we have got the secretariats. Can we work towards expanding the road to make it into a bit more than double lane so that there's again decongestion? So wherever possible, green space and decongestion within Shillong can be done. There's the existing Shillong city can be done once we are able to shift the administrative city to the new Shillong township. And of course, when the new Shillong township also shifts there, the traffic also, if not 50%, I would expect that 30 to 40% of the traffic will also shift to this area because as you are aware, our assembly as well as the government offices, if they're all there, then the traffic towards our existing Shillong city will also be minimized. So this is the vision with which we're working, and that's why these three roads are very, very crucial. We are happy to tell you that the tendering process of these roads will also take place in the next few weeks, couple of weeks time, I'm presuming. And we should be able to start the work for this also very, very soon. So it's not that we're laying the foundation stone and just leaving it. We expect that the work for this will start within the next 3 to 4 months, 6 months. I mean, rains are coming, of course, but things will move at a very, very fast pace. And we would want these roads to be completed at the earliest. So while we do that, I was mentioning to you that many things are happening in Shillong city. And you will see many of them being inaugurated very soon. For example, we will have the ICCC, which is the Integrated Command and Control Center. This is a state-of-the-art system where we'll be having a massive screen, maybe 5 to 6 times or 10 times the size of this screen in one big hall like we see in the movies. And we'll be monitoring the entire Shillong city with over 300 plus cameras, the traffic congestion, the traffic movement, different kind of situations. So it will be a complete IT-based integrated command and control center, which we expect, which is part of the Smart City project. And we expect that project also to be inaugurated somewhere before the end of this calendar year. Similarly, very soon, in fact, we were supposed to lay the foundation stone today, we could not, but I'll just mention it to you that the golf link area we have already tied up with the association, and there'll be a large public park that will be created in the 3-4 areas which you must be noticing. The golf course has got those areas where there are a lot of trees out there. Without cutting any of the trees, we'll be creating small parks, small adventure sports kind of area, place for people to sit, people to walk. And around the golf course also, We are going to be having some areas for people to walk in association with the Golf Association. And we were supposed to lay the foundation stone for that today also. But the Honorable Local MLA is not present today. He's in Delhi. He requested that he would like to be present for that program. And similarly, we'll be doing a very important waterfront project on Polo side, and that also will be something that will develop apart from many other projects that we're doing. So what I am trying to tell you, or the message that I'm trying to give to you today, is that Shillong is going to see a transformation like never before. Even as we speak, even the new secretariat space that's coming up, we don't have the estimates yet because designs are being finalized, but the project will be anywhere above 500 crores. So even if you look at the basic roads that are going on right now, the roads that are going to come up, the existing projects of the smart city project that is taking place, you're looking at almost close to 2,000 plus crores that is going to be planned and worked and invested to make Shillong into a modern, decongested and a futuristic city. Of course, there's a lot of work to be done, but the vision is there, the ideas are there, and the focus with which we are moving, we are sure that we'll be able to achieve these projects and growth in the days to come. But what is more important to remember, and which is why we are all here today, is that while government is going to be developing the yellow area and orange areas, which is within the government's land and jurisdiction, in the sense that it's the government land, the rest are community-owned properties. Where the budget allocation was at 600 crores last year, we got a bonus of another 400 crores. We got 1,000 crores last year. This year, the budget allocation is about 700 crores. We will be touching 1,800 crores in terms of the capital investment that we're making through this particular fund. And this is happening because we are utilizing the fund, we are implementing it fast, and we are giving the utilizations to center. And as I said, Meghalaya is one of the few states which is getting a bonus every year because we are utilizing. And as I said, this year will be a record for Meghalaya. We are expecting that into this capital assistance, special assistance for capital investment fund, we should be touching a record of almost 1,800 crores in terms of our utilization and in terms of the money that we'll receive from Government of India. This is almost triple of the sanction amount which we get. And that's the reason why, if you remember a few days back, we had to go for enhancing the contingency fund, because though the money is available coming from Delhi, we don't have provisions in the budget to actually implement the project.